that down. Let's move on to this, shall we? We're going to label this segment as the rumor mill.
I love rumors.
Something to keep your eye on. A rumor running around, but firmly place this in the rumor mill. And we like to do two things when talking about a rumor mill story. Number one, assessing the validity of the rumor itself. And then number two, assuming for a moment that the rumor is true, what would we think about it? The rumor currently making the rounds, as you can see headlined here in MovieWeb, saying major movie star to be making a surprise appearance in Superman in legendary role. The major movie star? Tom Cruise. Now, they're getting this, and if you've seen these headlines running around, where this is coming from is friend of the show's Jeff Snyder of The Insnyder. He put out a report in his newsletter, and he kind of floated the idea that Superman could be looking, James Gunn with his Superman movie could be looking at having Tom Cruise playing Superman's dad, Jor-El. Now, he also suggested in the report that that role could also be a Chris Pratt role, but that one was more unlikely. Okay, now, it should be pointed out that Jeff, in his reporting, was not saying this is a done deal, Tom Cruise is super. He's just saying this is something that you should look out. This is what I'm hearing, blah, blah. Now, we remember, like a year or so ago, there was that big meeting between David Zaslav and Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
And all that kind of stuff and whatever. All right. Let's talk about, we said there's two questions. What's the validity of this? And then assuming that it's real, what would we think of it? Let's start with the assuming that it's real for the sake of discussion. What would I think of it? I would think it would be awesome. I think it would be great. Listen, Tom Cruise isn't just a stunt nut. He's a great actor. He's been nominated for Academy Awards. He is a fabulous actor, and it would bring a lot of credence to the project. Not that it needs it, but it would bring a lot of credence to the project, and it would be pretty cool to have. I would 100% be on board if Tom Cruise pops up in this movie as Jor-El. All right, that's what I would think about it. Do I actually think there's credibility to this? No, I don't buy this for a second. There is actually a pretty good reason to believe it, but we'll get to that in a second. For now, I'll just say that me personally, I would be very, very surprised to see, I almost said Tom Hanks, to see Tom Cruise. I would also be very surprised to see Tom Hanks appear as Superman.
Man, that would be great.
That would be great. Superman, son, what are you doing? So yeah, I not Tom Hanks, but I do not see this happening. It just doesn't seem to fit in his wheelhouse right now. He's incredibly busy, all this kind of stuff. This sounds like pie in the sky, kind of whatever. Have some people maybe suggested it? I'm sure it has. Has it actually been whispered around? I 100% completely believe that it has. I'm just saying I do not believe that we're going to see Tom Cruise as in Superman at all.
Now, is this report saying, oh, the scenes that have already been shot?
No, like I said already earlier, Jeff did not say this is a thing that he knows for sure this is happening. This is just what he's heard whispered around and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, if it were true, the scenes would already be shot because the movie's done.
Right. That's what I was going to ask. I was like, that sounds like an unfinished movie that's supposed to come out in 2 months.
Yeah. So
they would have to have kept that under big wraps.
If he is in it, the scenes would have already been shot.
Okay.
Now, having established that I would love it if Tom Cruise played Jor-El, and having established that I don't actually believe that's what's happening, let me give you one reason why you wouldn't be crazy if you believed it. And that is this. One of the things you can say about Tom Cruise is he loves Hollywood history. And he loves the idea of legacy and Hollywood history and all that and lineages and all that kind of stuff. When you go back to the original Christopher Reeve Superman movie, out of nowhere, Marlon Brando pops up as Jor-El.
And he's great.
Marlon frickin' Brando.
Yeah.
He's like
to a lot of people, a Mount Rushmore Hollywood all-star. Marlon Brando. Academy Award winner Marlon Brando, right? All of a sudden, he pops up as Jor-El. Now, fast forward to my boy, Henry. Henry's Superman movie, Man of Steel. They didn't get out and just get some face to play Jor-El. They got somebody I consider to be one of the truly greatest actors in the world, Russell Crowe, in there to do it. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, NordVPN. All right, let's be real. There's nothing worse than wanting to stream your favorite show or watch a live game only to find out it's blocked in your country. But guess what? With NordVPN, that is never a problem. With just one click, you can switch your virtual location and access content from anywhere in the world. I have loved using NordVPN. Whether I'm traveling and using public Wi-Fi or just shopping online, NordVPN keeps my personal info safe and private. By switching my location, I can even save money on flights, hotels, and subscriptions. It's like a cheat code for getting the best deals. NordVPN is the fastest VPN in the world, so there's no buffering when I'm streaming. Plus, their threat protection feature blocks malware, trackers, and phishing attempts, keeping my devices safe 24/7. And with just one account, I can protect up to 10 devices, so my whole setup is covered. So to get the best discount on your NordVPN plan, head to nordvpn.com/John Campea, and our link will even give you 4 extra months for free on the 2-year plan. Plus, there's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Links in the description. Check it out now. The reason I would not consider you a madman or crazy if you actually thought there could be some validity to this Tom Cruise thing is because, again, as somebody who is an appreciator of Hollywood history and all that kind of stuff, to see himself as like following in the footsteps of a Marlon Brando, doing stuff, his friend, Russell Crowe, working with, like following in those footsteps and that kind of lineage, I think even if it was a small, especially if it was a small role, so it wouldn't take up much of his time.
Yeah.
Like if he could just go in and shoot for 1 or 2 days and do a couple of scenes and get out, I don't think you would be crazy for believing that Tom Cruise would do it. Again, now, I don't think it's true. I do not expect we're going to see that. I would be totally shocked if it were true. But I just think there is some foundation there to believe it if you actually did.
It wouldn't be that far-fetched. I can imagine the meetings. It's like, now, when I enter the scene, am I falling from a plane? Like, no,
Am I running?
You literally just stand right over there.
Where's Jor-El running to? You got to tell, where's Jor-El running to? Or give him like an end credit. You just have him in one scene in the movie, then in the end credits, have him dancing around to Ludacris.
Oh, man.
In a crystal chamber somewhere.
Yeah.
For some of you may know that reference. Some of
if
you
he
may
got this role, I was thinking about it. The last time he played a father was in War of the Worlds. That was 20 years ago. He hasn't played a character with a son or a daughter since War of the Worlds.
By the way, if you go and visit Universal Studios Hollywood and take the studio tour,
Oh, I love that with the
actual airplane that is
Yeah, the
used,
crash.
the crashed airplane that they walk through. That's you get to walk around it. It's actually there at Universal Studios.
I know
Hollywood, so
someone
check it out.
who works on the Universal lot, so he's taken me like just on a golf cart around all those areas. It's a little different when you're on a golf cart than when you're on the actual tram. It's cool.
So, yeah, I think this is a perfectly reasonable thing that. And listen, right now, James Gunn he's pulling he's got a lot of cred right now within the Hollywood community, and so I'm sure if he gave James or Tom Cruise a call, I'm sure Tom Cruise would take the call. Again, I just don't buy it. I don't believe it. I don't think this is going to happen.
Yeah.
But it ain't impossible.
I'm sold.
I mean, you're sold. You
man.
You would like it, or
Just
you're
for
sold
the-
that you
ju-
think it's actually going to happen.
Just for your reasoning alone, like just like you, I didn't realize that role was taken up by such iconic Hollywood personas or actors that I'm sold. Like I wouldn't be surprised, is what I'm saying. If we go watch Superman, and Jor-El is introduced, and Tom Cruise comes out, albeit a lot shorter than Corn Sweat.
Would it get a weird?
Yeah, very big height
A
difference
man, a
between
lot.
father and son.
So the wife must have had the height in that
But if we
relationship.
don't see him in a trailer, though, I think it'd get the wrong kind of pop in theater. I think people would be like, I think they might chuckle because
So,
they would be
yeah,
ready to see him as
maybe.
Jor-El.
That's another question. If this is true, isn't it a smarter move to market that he's in it?
No. Okay, no. It's a smarter move to market if he has a significant presence in the movie. If he is like, if this were true, I would suspect it would be one scene, maybe two scenes at most. If that's the case, you don't put that in the trailers because you could be building an expectation that he's actually in a bunch of the movie when he's actually only in a scene or two.
They could use
So I think you don't
voiceover.
put that. Yeah, it could be voiceover too, I suppose. Like maybe just a distorted kind of digital image of Jor-El, and you just hear Tom Cruise's voice, maybe.
I don't know, because it's weird. If you showed me a trailer and you showed Tom Cruise, even if he's in a small part, tomorrow, my excitement level
Yes,
would
but
go
then you
through
see
the
the movie, and you
roof.
get pissed off.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
That's the catch, is that, yeah, you're going to sell more tickets, but if part of the reason you buy tickets and part of the reason you got excited is because you found out Tom Cruise is in it, and then you buy your ticket and you
Yeah.
go to the movie and Tom Cruise is literally on screen for 45 seconds.
It can't be a Black Adam
Then you're going to be
situation.
pissed.
Yeah. It can't be a Black Adam Superman situation
Yeah, you
where
can't.
it's like, we need to talk.
Now, granted, they didn't put Henry Cavill in the trailers,
No.
so that was a good thing. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The rumor mill's going around right now that maybe Tom Cruise as Jor-El in Superman. I absolutely don't believe it, but there's some Hollywood precedents there for it that could make it a reality. Anyway, whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.